Yo, what is going on YouTube, man? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? So today we're here with Men at Work. All right, this is a donation request. Our first time checking out Men at Work on the channel. And the donation request brings up Down Under. So Down Under, like many of these older classic kind of songs I've heard, definitely the chorus. Don't know the rest of the song, assuming the phrase is about Australia, as well as I read on here that the group is from Australia. So it makes sense that that song might be about Australia because that's where I know that phrasing from. But let's go ahead and get into the donation request right here. This is actually for a different song called Overkill. So let's go ahead and read it. It says, "Hi Sean, I would like to request 2 versions of the 1983 song Overkill by the Australian band Men at Work. You might have heard their song Down Under. This song wasn't as big of a hit as that one, but it reached number 3 on the US Billboard Hot chart, and in Australia it reached number 5 and top 10 in several other countries as well." That's for Overkill. Original studio version is this one. The song was written by their Scottish-born frontman Colin Hay, who is a great singer, storyteller, and guitarist. He's had a long and prolific career after Men at Work. Colin Hay with Choir live in Brooklyn, that's the next one we'll check out, is a community choir based in Toronto, Canada, which sometimes performs in New York. Thank you. Hope you're having a great weekend. Yo, appreciate that, Lenore. Thank you so much. Yeah, with this one, or for the weekend, I mean, we got family in town, so it's pretty busy. I'm trying to make a little bit of time now to get around to some of these donation requests, but this week's going to be pretty busy, so hopefully I can stay on the ball with everything. So let's go ahead and dive into this one right here. Thank you for the donation request. Thank you for the support. Let's check them both out. Men at Work, Overkill, and then we'll get into the live version. Here we go with the studio.
I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over a situation.
These chords remind me of another song.
I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just an imagination. Day after day it reappears.
I love that.
Night after night my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Alone between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, and though there's little variation, it nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day reappears. Night after night my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away.
Sounds like he's running away from something.
Come back another day.
Chill solo. That's everybody, yeah.
It's just overkill. Day after day, reappear.
if I'm understanding this right, man, the lyrical content is really relatable, man. Talking about kind of the where your mind is at when it's time to go to bed, the way it races, it over complicates things, it thinks too much about situations. You're blowing them up in your head, you're making them worse, more anxiety inducing than they need to be. And it's something I definitely struggle with 150%, man. So if that's kind of what we were talking about here, I get it, man. The music's fun. I couldn't wait. I was thinking about it. This is gonna be nice to watch live, is what I was thinking, man. I like the sounds that are going on here. It's pretty subtle, pretty relaxing, pretty I don't know, man. This song almost just puts you in a nice chill trance, man. It's a nice one to listen to. I'm thinking like sunset, man, orange sky is the vibe it gave me on the inside, man. Just real chill song. The chord progression sounded really familiar, man. Sounds really familiar. If you just isolate the chords, it sounds similar to another 80s song that I can't really put my finger on. It makes me think of another song. But let's go ahead and dive into the live now. All right, baby, round two. I'm ready. Here we go.
You're not sick of this song yet? Well, I'm not sick of it, and I've been playing it for 35 years. At least after this, you will be able to get some sleep. So what happens now?
When we play the song, everyone puts their cameras away. Just put your cameras away. They'll still be in your pockets after we finish this, and then you can pull them out. All right, let's just focus on the singing, because we all know that you need to focus on the singing. So why don't we go through it, you know, and see what happens.
I can get to sleep. I think about the implication of diving in too deep, possibly the complication, especially at night. Worry over situations. I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, and though there's little variation, it nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day it reappears.
So cool.
Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away.
Ghosts appear and fade away.
Come back another day.
That's a pretty special performance right here, man. I wasn't expecting the whole audience to be like the choir. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy, man. So that was very interesting. I guess I should let it play out. We've got a little bit longer. Just make sure. Okay, it's just text. Just text on the screen. So yeah, I did not expect that. I guess that's what choir is, or choir 3 times right there, is. So yeah, it's like the whole audience has their sheet music or their sheets lyric to sing along with the song and provide the backing vocals. Mainly it seemed like here. It's really nice, man. There's something special about the guitar solo in this song though, man. It's really nice. This version sounded like it was missing some of the sounds that were in the studio that might have been done with like a keyboard synthesizer or something like that. I know that there was a part in the studio that I really kind of liked, the sound that would come in every now and then. I think that was probably done with something else. Right here you pretty much had 2 guitars, and his solo is still just as magical on the live as it was in the studio. The studio sounded a little tubular, like it had a tubular kind of effect going on. Right here, man, just sounds like a acoustic, and it was great, man. It was great to listen to twice. Overkill, I do like this song, and it does seem like that's what it's about, the troubles of going to sleep and staying to sleep, man. He's talking about that, the exasperations between the sheets, right? The ghosts, they appear, and everything, man. It sounds like he's just struggling with that part. So let me know if I've got that right, man. But I feel it, man. That's one that I feel for sure, man. Let's dive into the history on this one. All right, so a little bit about this one before we go, man. It was released in 1983, and this is songwriter for this was Colin Hay, man. And it goes on to say down here about the background of this one. Or first, we'll read this part. It says the song was a departure from the group style of reggae-influenced pop rock, featuring a melancholy feel musically and lyrically. Overkill was written by Men at Work frontman Colin Hay, who described the song as being about stepping into the unknown. Okay, there you go, man. He elaborated, I was in St. Kilda and I felt that my time there was coming to a close and that I was going to probably leave there quite soon. Just about to leave somewhere, knowing that you're about to step into something that that's like leaving your comfort zone, you know, because you spend a lot of years trying to get something, for example, fame or recognition or getting to a certain point, and then when you actually achieve it, there's always a certain amount of fear that comes with that. Not necessarily fear, but a sense of loss of control, because all of a sudden you're not in control of a situation anymore. There are other people involved, so it's much less controllable. Hay was proud of the song after composing it. He recalled, that was the first song that I wrote where I thought that maybe I could actually make a living as a songwriter. Perhaps I thought that was a good song that I'd written, one that will stand the test of time. I felt at the time it had something to it. I was very happy with that song, and clearly, what did he say, like 35 years later or so on the live performance, he's still very happy with it. He's still not tired of it, man. It's a song that really put a staple in this point of his life, and I'm sure it always calls back to that, and especially if he proved it to himself and overcame it, it's one that he could come back and listen to as a moment where he maybe doubted himself and he conquered his fear, right? So it's obviously something good to have with you. I think that's always a good thing, and that's the thing, is fear is in all of us who want to approach something new. I was literally just talking to one of my nephews about this yesterday, but you need to have that confidence and you need to go out there and tackle it, man, because there's a lot of people who dream about something and don't ever step into it. They don't ever follow through, man. You want to be the one that chases it. You want to be the one that follows through with your thoughts, even if you fail, because one day it's going to suck looking back and saying, what if? Well, I know what if, right? I know that if I thought about it and I tried it and I failed at it, at least I know, hey, I gave it a shot, man. So I like this song, man. It means a lot to me that he went out and he stepped out of his fear and he stepped above it. And he created a song, like I said, to hopefully reflect on and say, hey, I did it. I did that thing and I'm bigger than I thought I was, right? I'm more strong than I thought I was at that moment. So really cool stuff. Thank you, Lenore, for this one. I appreciate that, man. I hope all of you guys are enjoying the reactions that come out on a daily basis on the channel. If you're enjoying it, man, please consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon, man. Been a while since we got a new member. It would be great to have some new members join us. All right. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.